Hey there. I'm Kelly Lepart and Mindset and Manifestation Coach, and I help women to upgrade their life and their businesses and really step into your full potential. Start living the way that you desire. So, we're at the end of the year, and so much has happened in this last year, and we often don't take time to sit and just audit and really look at like how far we've come and how things have changed and what went right and what stayed the same. And so I just want to highlight why goals and dreams are so important, and how you formulate them is also very important. um and also doing this audit, because you have to know where you are before you can really take a look at where you're going and what you're wanting to create. So, if for those of you that are hopping on, say hello. Thank you so much for joining me live. And if you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay. For some reason, I'm not seeing, people when they do join or their comments. So, uh, I am not able to interact with you at this moment, but I will when I am finished. So, goals and dreams. So many people that I talk to are like, oh, yeah, I just don't have them, or I stopped making them years ago. And so, I want to go over real quick, like what goals and dreams really are, right? So, goals, oftentimes people set goals as things that they've already done. Oh, I made it to this rank or this level in my business. I want to at least make that next year or next month. And that's not really a goal. You already know how to do that. And so um that you already know how to do that. So you're not going to grow from going after that goal, right? So a goal is meant for you to grow through. It's not what everybody expects it to be as, oh, I'm going to receive this thing or this recognition or this amount of money once I have achieved this, right? And that's what most people's conception of a goal is. But it's actually a space for you to grow into, right? Because you will only achieve those things once you have grown in who you know yourself to be, your belief in yourself, the beliefs that you need to have in order to achieve all those things, the skills that you need to have. Like, so many different things go into you receiving your goal, right? So we separate them into two or three different categories. So an A goal would be something you're already achieving, something you've already done, right? No growth is there. You already know how to do that thing. um so a B type goal would be to uh level up just a little bit, right? So let's say you made $40,000 this year. Saying that you want to make $45,000 next year, it's improvement, right? Or even $50,000 next year. It's improvement. It's still going up, right? So that's good. But at the end of the day, is that really going to inspire you and motivate you to put in the extra effort? Is it going to be life changing? Is it going to really like motivate you when things shift and you don't feel like doing that thing anymore, because it's hard, right? Probably not. It's a lot easier for our human to go back and be like, that sounded nice, but really I'm okay where I am, right? Because you're so used to being in the space that you're in right now. So that would be a B type goal. A C type goal is like life changing, right? Like, at this moment, you have no idea how to get there. You don't, like, let's say that you're making $40,000 a year and you would love to make $100,000 a year, right? Like that, you may not know how to make that happen, right? You've never done this before. Doubling your income, um, you've never done that. That's a pretty big leap, right? Whether, and it doesn't matter what level you're at. You could be making $50,000 a year, you could be making $500,000 a year, right? Going from 500,000 to a million, um, it's the same thing. It's the law of relativity. Nothing is big or small until you compare it to something else. So when we think about, like, so that's where your dreams come in, right? We're not dreaming of, making an extra $5,000 in the year. And if you are, that's beautiful. I'm glad that you're dreaming, thinking beyond where you are, but let's just get serious. We need to dream a little bit bigger. Okay. So, like, really, like, allowing yourself to dream and not being judgmental of those dreams. There's a reason why these dreams are brought to you. Okay. Dreams and goals in my mind are the same thing. We're just calling them different words, but it means the same thing. So, I have a goals masterclass happening next week, Monday and Tuesday, where we are really going to dive into this. And we're going to allow you to really go deep into reflecting where you are, honoring where you are, celebrating where you are, how far you've come. And then, like, get an deeper understanding about what your goals and desires are, and really create something that you can actually manifest and step into that is going to be life changing for you, right? And as well, we will be creating an action board. I don't know, many of you likely have done vision boards, and action boards are a little bit different. So just gives you the extra oomph to be able to be inspired to accomplish these things, right? Very, very powerful tool. So some things to reflect upon. I have them listed in the comment part of, or the highlight part of this video, but what has changed this year? Let's look at from last year to this year. What has changed? Has anything changed? You may have leveled up in your business. You may have gotten raises. You may have, gotten into a relationship. You may have gotten out of a relationship. You may have, so many things could have happened. So what has changed? You know, and it could be the negative or the positive. Let's just be realistic and let's see what has shifted. And how have you grown, right? How have you grown? Where are your um and based on the information that we just received on, goals and how we are meant to grow into them, if things are looking kind of similar from, lots of times we change jobs and then we end up making very similar to what we made before. Not much has grown there. Maybe you change and learn some new skills, but as far as like development and moving yourself forward, you know, it's good to like recognize where you are in your own personal development, in your own growth, right? How does growth happen? It's through study. It's through like really discovering who you are, how you're thinking, and how you're going into action or not going into action, and just digging in, right? So, what has shifted? What's changed? How have you grown? Um, I can't remember what else I put up there. Uh, where where do you want to go? The last one is definitely like, what do you want to move? What do you want to shift? What do you want to change next year? What are you dreaming into? What are you dreaming and stepping into, right? Because if we are not growing and expanding and continually, you know, serving and doing greater things, then we're either staying the same, but honestly, you're either creating or you're disintegrating. There is no just staying in this one space. Either you're creating or you're disintegrating. So we are meant to continue to expand who we are and what we're doing, and be of greater service and have greater experiences. And that's a reason why we have desires. So, and they are given to us from divine source, from God, from universe, to experience through us, right? So these are all some things that we are going to learn and discover and dive deeper into next week. So take some time, put these audits down on paper, and really take a look at where you are. Celebrate your wins, recognize where you still need to grow. Maybe you slid backward, maybe you move forward in some things, and just be really realistic with where things are. And then you can know where you want to go, right? You have to have the foundation that will create the foundation for, you have to know where you are before you can know where you're going, right? So if we were on a road trip, and say you wanted to go to Denver, Colorado, if you don't know where you're starting from, then how are you going to get there? Right? It might take a little while. Luckily, our GPS these days, like, just automatically track where you are. But back in the days when we had maps, you first had to know like what state you were in, what part of the state you were in, what city, what street, before you could get on that right path to get where you're going. Right? So do this audit, drop I'm in the comments, and join me next week. Let's just rock out the rest of this year and just blow next year out of the water. I want you to have your massive quantum leap from where you are now, and by the end of next year. So getting really clear and honest with ourselves now is going to help make that happen. All right, my friends, have an amazing day. Expect abundance, and I look forward to seeing you on this masterclass. And if you know anybody that would benefit from joining us, getting a better understanding on what goals and dream creation is, and doing this audit, and getting clear on where they're going next week, then make sure to invite them. And I look forward to doing this with you. All right, expect abundance, my friends. Talk to you soon.